And I think that's one of the bad money habits of Americans is they don't save, right?
So should people be actively investing, or should they just put the money in an S&P 500 and be patient?
I say most people should not be active investors. In fact, I say 98% of America should not be active investors. Just be a passive investor, because if you don't want to put in the work, if you're not willing to put in the time and the effort to research, you're probably going to lose. And many people do.
So why do people want to be active investors if the probability is stacked against them? People like sports betting and...
That's the problem. Because the fun is I like researching versus, oh, I want to see my money go up tomorrow. If I buy a house tomorrow morning, am I going to go into Zillow in the afternoon and check what is my house price? Well, when I go into the stock market, because it's so liquid, I buy a stock in the morning, I'm checking it 15 minutes later, I'm checking it at lunch, I'm checking it in the bathroom, I'm checking it in the evening, and I'm getting anxiety because if it's going up or down, I'm a very emotional.
See how fundamentally different all of this stuff is. People are so screwed. They are coming out of university with massive debts. It's so far away because the cost of assets has gone up so much versus their incomes don't go up. For my generation, yeah, that was how the world worked, and it was great, and it worked, and now it doesn't work.
I could rest some things on it, and it's a good.
Let's go back to the S&P 500.
Imagine how difficult to replicate what you've achieved in your amazing career is for the average person listening to this versus buying one thing in your Coinbase account, your Robinhood account, and doing nothing. It's like servicing all the stuff. I'm not saying that for everybody, but I can also understand why a 25-year-old can do that too, because they've got nothing to lose. It's not just price, it's time. We've all done it. We've all kind of screwed up and, had to move home to our parents or do whatever.
It's called a dividend. I sold some Bitcoin. I bought rental properties. So let's take a 50% loan, and Bitcoin falls by 70%, which it has. Now I'm underwater.
That's really a super important thing, to be able to have a long-term view, to be comfortable with drawdowns, to be able to invest in startups or to invest in crypto or technology and all of this stuff.